this story relates into this, because if you're always accepting of what they tell us we need to do, you'll see no problem when I tell you that an 82-year-old woman has been given a police warning after she had a socially distanced cup of tea with her neighbours in their communal garden. Now, you'll say, well, she shouldn't have done it. You should fill in your census. Nick, you shouldn't question it. They want to know whether you're gay. They want to know where you spent last Tuesday night. They want to know your religion. Why don't you do it? You're the same people who allow this lunacy to take part. In Gloucestershire, officers turned up at the 82-year-old woman's sheltered housing accommodation at 9:45 in the evening to question her about it after she'd gone to bed to watch TV. They told her she'd been reported by neighbours for drinking tea outside in breach of COVID restrictions. She's 82. But of course, fill in your census, do as you're told, tell them your religion, tell them where you were last Tuesday night, tell the police your 82-year-old neighbour was drinking a cup of tea. Her daughter, Leslie McGovern, who for purposes that might be interest to you, is 56, is furious. My mother heard a knock at the door. It was very late. She wondered who it was. She's quite deaf. When she asked who it was, she thought they said, "It's me." So she opened the door. There were two officers stood there, a man and a woman with masks, and they asked if they could come in and speak with her. They didn't show any IDs. They trusted the uniform, and she was quite frightened. My mother's never been in trouble with the police in her life. This took place, if you know the area, in a complex in Charlton Kings, Gloucestershire. She had the cup of tea at 1:30. So 8.25 hours later, police travelled from Gloucester to Charlton Kings. I've no idea of the distance involved to make that. But again, this is what you all believe in, isn't it? And this is where you find yourselves now in this country that used to be so ferocious in defending freedoms. We have now settled into a situation where it is accepted that some ghastly neighbour, and I hope in the unlikely event that you're listening to this, I hope you hang your head in shame. And I shouldn't speak ill of others, but I hope when you're 82, someone dobs you in for having a cup of tea or whatever it might be. How dare you? An 82-year-old woman having a cup of tea with her friend in a communal garden, 8.25 hours later is woken up by two police officers. And by the way, again, this is, fill in the census, do as you're told, don't whatever, that's what we want. Gloucestershire Police shows no regret whatsoever. An officer has spoken to the complainant and an explanation was provided. She was content with this. Police received a report of a potential COVID breach on Tuesday, suspecting there was a gathering involving people from multiple households. It was two women. I don't know the age, so I can't say two old women. I have no idea. It was two women having a cup of tea. This is what you are accepting.